Now we're getting ready to begin day 2. We're going to start with a meeting in the lobby and then head off for Mass at the Divine Mercy Church here in Warsaw. So we're all gathering here in the lobby, and the first thing they have to give out are these little whisper things, these Vox things. They have little headphones so you can hear the guide no matter where you go. Catalina's hard at work trying to track down some of the luggage that was misplaced along the way. As businesses typically do, they've put her on hold, so she's sitting there listening to some of this music. Just was informed that she's only third now in the queue. So we've arrived here at the convent of the Sisters of Mercy. We're going to have our Mass here this morning at 9 a.m.
After the Mass, I invite you to the museum.
So we've arrived here at the convent where St. Faustina first entered. I'm about to say Mass here, and it's a real privilege, but unfortunately, you're going to have to just believe that Mass happened because we won't be filming it.
First, because this was the first house of the congregation. This day, she established the House of Mercy. And also how to work, because they didn't know how to work, to earn a living in a different way.
Okay, so we just finished having our Mass when we went to the first convent that St. Faustina came to. We're now off to St. Stanislav Kotska's church. So we've arrived here at the church of St. Stanislav Kotska, which you can see behind me here. We're now getting an explanation. We have these cute little things here that you put these stylish little headphones on.
As I said, George in Polish, popiełuszko. And this is the picture taken in 1983. He was killed in 1984. Medical people who like the needle, physical victims of martial law in.
So here we've had our brief stop at the church of St. Stanislav. I'm not going to get these names right. Hold on a second. So we're here at the church of St. Stanislav Kotska, where the body of Father Jerzy Popolewski, I know I'm butchering these names. Okay, so I tried asking the guide again how to pronounce his last name.
Jerzy Popiełuszko.
It's Father Jerzy Popiełuszko. So we've had this brief stop here at the church of St. Stanislav Kotska, where the remains of Father Jerzy Popiełuszko is. That's the statue that's right behind me over here. He was one of those martyred by the communists, tortured and killed back in the 1980s. He's on his way to sainthood now. He's blessed and should be a saint in short order.
Can everyone hear me? I'm on.
Waiting for the moment to arrive.
Well, we've made ourselves back to this old part of the city here, the rebuilt old city. And we're now getting a bit of a walking tour, getting a little bit of the history of Poland. During the Second World War, most of Warsaw was basically destroyed by the bombings, including the cathedral that's behind me. However, they've had the opportunity now to rebuild that cathedral. We're going to go in and take a little bit of a look around. You know, it's interesting. Sometimes you're walking around, you think you got to know all the people in your group, and suddenly there's a bunch of people with 206 badges on, and I had no clue who they were. There's another 206 group here.
Or we could see the statue of mermaid. And later we just went down this street. Now we are on the other side. We are outside the city walls. That's the monument to the Warsaw Uprising, 1944 uprising, for the liberation of the city and freedom of Poland, surrounded by by German soldiers. It was all destroyed. house by house, street by street, by explosions. 1939, when the war started, Warsaw numbered 1.3 million people. In December 1944, only 1,000 people. We see insurgents, so Polish insurgents, home army soldiers. On my right hand side there is the other part of the monument where we see, the statues represent people enter the sewers. There is a priest, as you see. There also is on the other side, there is a woman with a little child in her arms.
So we're in the Łazienki Park.
Łazienki Park.
We're enjoying just a few minutes here in the Łazienki Park. It's a beautiful place to walk around and just contemplate a little bit. Walking around through this place with all this magnificent stuff around us, we got to talking about the soccer match that's happening, the World Cup. And tonight, Croatia is playing England, and I think everybody's rooting for Croatia. So it's the end of the day. We're heading back to the hotel, looking forward to a great dinner and a Croatia win.